Regular city council meeting. We're glad that you are all here on November 4th. I do want to, before we start, I want to acknowledge the Mayor's Youth Commission in the back. Thank you guys for coming out of your schedule. For good or for worse, this is going to be a fairly short meeting. We've talked about all the items that were a point usually on Monday, and tonight, unless there's action items, we usually just pass everything on a single consent and then announcements afterwards. So that might be good news if you had plans afterwards, but it wasn't to watch the World Series. So with this, clerk, please take the roll.
Mayor Hartke?
Here.
Vice Mayor Stewart?
Here.
Councilmember Harris?
Here.
Councilmember Lopez?
Here.
Councilmember Rowe?
Here.
Councilmember Ellis?
Here.
Councilmember Orlando?
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. Next is our invocation, and that would be by Pastor Grant Brown from Cornerstone Church. And then Vice Mayor, if you would please lead us in the pledge.
Be happy to.
Dear Heavenly Father, we come to you today thankful for the opportunity that it is to be a steward in this community. Lord, I lift up the leadership in this council, lift up the leaders in this community, that we continue to make wise choices and decisions that ultimately benefit all that live here. God, I lift up the leadership of our country, that we continue to move forward in a way that honors you. So I pray. Amen.
Please join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Thank you, Council. Councilmember Ellis has become distinctive in her pledge endings here. Council, next we have our consent agenda. Again, we had opportunity to bring up any items on Monday. At this point, I believe a motion would be appropriate. Councilmember Rowe? No, I thought you were hitting your button. Councilmember Lopez?
Thank you, Mayor. So I move for the approval of the City Council's regular meeting session for November 4th, items 1 through 25.
Is there
second.
Second by Vice Mayor.
Mayor, on item 3, I have a potential conflict of interest. I may work for this umpire organization, I may or may not, but just to be safe, I've asked the city clerk to sign a conflict of interest document.
Very good. Thank you for your work with our youth and continuing to
Thank you.
support youth sports. Council, we have a motion and a second. Any other comments, questions? Seeing none, please vote.
Motion carries unanimously with item 3, Councilmember Orlando declaring a conflict of interest.
Thank you.
I heard about your strike zone. It's a,
It's a pretty damn good strike zone.
All right, council, next on our agenda are just council announcements. I did want to talk about a few things. Our budget survey is coming up and we're in the middle of it right now, actually. The city has started the budgeting process and we'd love to hear from you. So all of our community, you can look to chandleraz.gov/budget. And the last day to submit your comments or suggestions will be on November 14th. We do look at this as one of several other guiding documents that do look at your priorities and things that are important. So it does mean a lot to us. We'd appreciate if you would take the time to fill this out. Secondly, I want to look ahead to next week, our Veterans Day events. That morning, as many of us have participated in the past, Valley of the Sun is having a veterans service out there at Chandler Heights and between Alma School and Arizona Avenue. Our exciting event, and I should say exciting event, is we do want to invite everyone to join us at the Field of Honor Memorial Ribbon Cutting Ceremony at Veterans Oasis Park on November 11th at 5 p.m. We do want you to please note that on-site parking is reserved for vehicles with disabled placards and general parking is available at Mesquite Grove's Aquatic Center, and we'll be shuttling people back and forth. We're expecting a good crowd and we do want to invite everyone to join us. We do want to make sure that there is adequate parking available. And then lastly, I'm just tremendously proud of our community. I do want to thank our community for their trust in the city, their trust in the bond committee that had recommended a certain number of dollars and how these would be appropriated. I thank you for your trust. We humbly, as a council, thank you for your trust in our city, in our fiscal policies, in the leaders that are here and across our city. We will continue to be wise stewards of your dollars. We will continue to make sure that Chandler is a leader in fiscal policy and one that will continue to garner your trust. So again, I want to thank our community. Councilmember Harris.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. I wanted to first of all say thank you to everyone that recently I lost my mother-in-law, and the community just outstanding, just reached out and sent cars and love, and the staff here in the city as well as the community at large just really blessed our heart. And on behalf of me and my wife, we wanted to say thank you so much. It reminds me of this is why I live in Chandler, a community full of love and just, honor. I really am very, very humbled and thankful. But also, I will not be remiss by saying Veterans Day is coming up on November the 11th. To all the veterans out there, happy Veterans Day. Enjoy all your free meals. I know I always go by myself. I tell my wife, if you want to go, you better have a couple extra dollars in your purse because I am not opening up my wallet at all just to give tips. That's it. So again, veterans, you earned that day. You earned every day, but on that day, we're going to celebrate you. I will be speaking at that morning. I will be at Sunbird's Veterans Day ceremony, and I'll be sharing a couple of words there. So if you are out in the Sunbird community, I'll be there approximately 11 o'clock in the morning, and I'll be sharing words to the veterans. With that being said, thank you so much, and happy Veterans Day, everyone.
Thank you, Mayor. Yes, happy Veterans Day to our fellow council members, our veterans also, and all those in the audience. Again, the sacrifices that we sign the bottom line for this country and along with our family members and served right beside us. So for those sacrifices, I want to say thank you, and looking forward to the event at the Veterans Memorial. It's going to be a lot of fun. So thank you.
Thank you. This coming Wednesday, November 9th, the city of Chandler will be participating in a blockchain technology event regarding voting. Chandler residents 13 and over, that would include the mayor's youth council. Those of you that are under 18 will be able to take part in this special election. It's a mock election to see how the experience of using an app to vote with. It'll require some verification and some IDs, maybe a bus pass or something like that to be able to use. But we'll have until November 30th to cast your vote. We want to test some the application, see if it works, try to see if we can break it, to see if it's something that years down the road we might be able to use for elections. So more information can be found on our website. And I also want to send a quick reminder that on December 4th, we will be coming back. We missed last year, but we'll be coming back this year with our annual Tumbleweed tree lighting and our parade of lights. So we're excited about that. If you haven't taken part in our parade of lights, it is an amazing event where the community comes together and just hangs out, drinks hot cocoa, and visits, and it's just a wonderful time. And it's on Arizona Avenue. So we're also seeking vendors to participate in this event, so that'd be food trucks and things like that. So more information about that can be found on our website. And I know we just added a dance crew to the parade last minute, just a few minutes ago. So I think there might be 24 hours left on getting signed up, but send me an email if you want to get in. Thank you.
Mark, you joining the dance crew? Got the moves?
I think I could pull a Roger Rabbit or a running man out. But no, I'm not. That ain't gonna happen.
Councilman Burrell.
Thank you, Mayor. We all have to say many thanks to our veterans, but it is something that we kind of overlook quite a bit during the year. And so, and we as leaders, this community, we need to constantly remind our public safety, our police officers, our fire department, our veterans, that these organizations, these groups, they're part of what make a great country, part of a great community. So thank you to all of them. And I would say also another announcement, Chandler Schools had a recent election bond override, and both of the Chandler schools passed their bonds. That demonstrates what great support our schools have by the people who live in Chandler. And so congratulations to the schools. And so the other thing is passports. Please don't wait until you're a week before your biggest vacation of your life to get your passport. It does take some time to do it, but our own city clerk, Dana DeLong, and her crew will do a great job helping you get a passport. There's a great tracking system that, once you do apply after making an appointment to attend and get that done, but you're able to track and see what progress is going on with your passport. And I think I've made all the points you wanted me to make. It's taking a little bit longer than usual, so please get it done, and you won't be sorry. So thank you. That's all. Thank you. I'm sure there was some.
Councilman Burrell.
Thank you. Well, as you can see, we love to celebrate here in Chandler, and we celebrate all our residents and everything that they do. On November 13th, get ready, we're going to be celebrating Pride here in Chandler. The Diversity Department and Equity and Inclusion Division of our city is putting together with Chandler Pride. And I think I see someone back there that know exactly what I'm talking about. And we are going to be celebrating our members in their contribution here in our city. It's important for us to continually elevate people, celebrate them in every area of their lives and what they do here in our city. We love our residents and we love to celebrate them. Now, another thing that happened, and well, did I say this would be November 13 at 4:30 to 7 p.m. And it's going to be at the Arrowhead Meadows Park. Join us there to celebrate Pride, right? That's where we're going to be. It's going to be fun, lots of fun. I'm hoping to be there too that night. The other thing that I would love to mention is the fact that we just had a restaurant here in our city who did exactly what we were just talking about earlier, which is celebrating our safety guys and our police department. They had breakfast, lunch, and dinner on Toras Guadalajara. Wow, I said it right. So it was wonderful to have them. I was there. The news was there. It was really a great time to see them enjoying their food and spending time talking about, what they do best, which is keeping us safe in our city. We love our first responders. Thank you, Mayor.
Councilmember Lando.
Thank you, Mayor. Councilman Ellis, I had no doubt you pronounced that correctly because you speak many languages, so
Thank
nice
you.
going.
Thank you.
Yeah, I want to echo what Councilman Rose said. Part of our system of success in Chandler has been our school system, whether it's Kyrene, a little bit of Mesa, and of course, Chandler Unified School District. Just recently, U.S. News and World Report put out a survey of the top schools in every state, and Chandler had about a half a dozen or so schools on that list, the Chandler Unified School District. Not to mention Kyrene had a few, and then we had some private schools. But it's a testament to our school system. We had not only the K through 8, we had also the middle schools and then the high schools as well. I think Basham was one of the high schools. So again, it's a testament to our education system. That is a quality of life issue. I can tell you right now, that's one of the driving reasons why companies come here, because they know they have a great education system. Couple that with our university systems and our community college system. So kudos to them, and go back to you, Mayor, the trust they put into the city council with the bonds, they put that same trust in our school system. So we thank you again, voters, for helping us keep us moving forward in a positive direction. And with that, nobody said it up here. Happy Thanksgiving. Ooh. Say that in French.
Too soon.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
No. Yeah.
Oh no, so this is it, guys. Go out there and every day you are challenged to every day to put out something about gratitude. I've been challenged to do that, and I'm gonna keep doing it. I start on the first. Yesterday I put one out. Today I put one, and then it's gonna be like that through the rest of the year.
Very good.
The food bag. The food bag. Yes.
Thank you. Oh,
The food
Councilmember
bag.
Harris.
City manager.
We want everybody to get ready for that. Oh, and then we're gonna be feeding our seniors. We're gonna be feeding them over at
Kingston.
the apartment, right? Kingston Park.
Am I invited?
Everybody's invited. Please come and help us serve the youth commission back there. We need some hands and feet to help us serve them. It's gonna be fun. Looking forward to that. Yes.
City manager.
Anyone else? Thank you, Mr. Mayor, members of the council. Just briefly, one event that did not get mentioned tonight, what happened a couple weeks ago, was For Our City Day, one of my favorite events that we do every year here in Chandler. So just really quickly want to thank our Neighborhood Resources Director, Leah Powell, and her outstanding team for all the planning work that went into that. And also wanted to mention that this year, I think we had the highest number of city employees we've ever had participate. So there were about 1,000 volunteers in total. About 211 of those were City of Chandler employees out there that day. So want to thank all of them for their dedication to our community on their personal time as well. Thank you, Mayor and Council.
Thank you all. Boy, we forgot a lot. We left a lot on the table today. So that was good. Thank you all. Again, have a happy Thanksgiving, community. That concludes our meeting.